We are live. Dubs in the chat, on time stream, on time. Let's go. Dubs in the chat, on time stream, on time, let's go. This episode of the Philly Phil Twitch Show is brought to you by Milwaukee. And sponsored by viewers like you and your $1 Cash App donations. $1 goes a long way. Follow the @ if I don't pop up, it's because I'm banned. Let's start the show. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Hoo, hoo. Let's start the show. We smoking on some MP. Eminem. M like Eminem. P as in police officer. Policeman. Together we have MP like military police. But the weed is not called military police. It has military police's initials. Again, I know I said a lot of words. To recap, the weed is MP. MP. Smells good. Smell like some sour diesel. Smell like that sour power. Alright, the next video is she's been ghosted 12 times. Still thinks it's their fault. If you were ghosted 12 times, woman, after 2 times, you're the problem. You know what I'm saying? The 3rd time you're ghosted, you're the problem. If 12 ninjas ghosted her, I would be the 13th ninja. Because there's obviously something about you. It's not worth sticking around. Let's find out. So for the first 2 minutes of this video.
Hey, single girl in her 30s here.
Again, she's been ghosted 12 times and she thinks it's their fault. So we'll be looking for the part where she thinks it's their fault, and I guess we'll attack that argument.
You're 30 years old, you're single, and you're like trying to put yourself out there. I'm not talking to a man. I talk to many men per day. Some people are like, Jordan, what's your type? What's your type? And you know what? I don't really have an answer for them. There are a few necessities that I need as a dog mom parent too. I'm a firm believer that if you're dating a man, you should not be showing him wife tendencies, wife skills, wifey traits.
And that's a firm believer of why you're single. As soon as you start dating a man, you need to bring out them wifey traits. It's like, hey, I know you was sleeping, but here's breakfast in bed. I did all the laundry, and you know what I'm saying, I cleaned up the bathroom because there was yellow stains everywhere and hair, not from your head, down their hair everywhere. I cleaned all that, and I ordered, you know what I'm saying, I ordered something that you need for your desk for work. You know what I'm saying, I ordered you some new pens and pencils because you write checks all day or whatever. And you know what I'm saying, I ordered you a new battery for your laptop so your computer lasts longer. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's just beneficial. She's adding to whatever you got going on. Hey, you about to smoke? I got a lighter for you. You know what I'm saying? You put a cigarette in your mouth. She pulls out a lighter. Like, you supposed to be helping as soon as we dating. You know what I'm saying? We dating, and then I see that she ain't got no wife qualities, and I'm on to the next one. She don't move past that other level. So she's been ghosted 12 times and still thinks it's their fault. Okay, so the first fault of her first fault is she thinks not showing wifey tendencies. So if you ain't giving off wifey, then you're giving off for the streets, and for the streets is where I'll leave you.
Okay, then how can you find a husband if you're not a wife? How can you make him see you will be a good wife, a good girlfriend, if you don't show him any of the qualities that men are looking in for a girlfriend, for a wife? You don't show him any of those qualities, but yet you want him to take you seriously. No, man. They will just sleep with you and then ghost you. That's why you're still single. How do women have a...
I'm the best cook in the world. Everybody comes from all around the world. They come into my kitchen. They're like, hey, cook me something since you're the best cook in the world. Nah, I don't cook. I'm just the best cook in the world. Nah, don't work that way, pal.
Understand this. This is why men avoid you or ghost you, because they don't see you as wife material.
I recognize some people may think that being single and talking about dating is my personality. I understand why you think that, because I'm living it right now. I want to not live it, okay? I don't want to be doing this and talking like this. Honestly, I deleted Hinge, I deleted the league, I deleted all the dating apps, and by deleted I mean like not just like took off my phone screen, like I fucking deactivated my accounts. You wanna know what my last straw was? When I matched with a guy that was good looking, obviously. Yeah.
Okay, so from the start, she's speaking the chats that are very good looking, and then wondering why they ghost her. Why they just leave with her and then ghost her. Why do they cheat? No clue. They have no clue. No self-awareness, no accountability.
And we had a conversation, his prompt was, together we could fight another couple. Men will really say anything and make any excuse to see a pretty woman who's single in her 30s and blame it on everything that woman has done instead of like the circumstances or maybe like fucking toxic men like that.
Oh my god, she's a woman in the West, in the USA, the richest country in the world. But somehow, it's all men's fault because they're toxic. It's not her fault that she keeps choosing toxic men. Chads that look good, that have no personality, that cheat, that ghost her. It's not her fault. Don't blame her, guys. It's not her. It's everybody else's fault. Low IQ.
Listen, here's another fucking TikTok where fuck off. I'm so fucking sick of stupid fucking men. I'm so fucking sick of it.
And she wonders why she's still single, where she swears more than a man. I've never swear that much on camera in my life, and I'm a man. And she wonders why she's single. It's not her fault. It's men. It's men's fault.
Dating apps are like clearance racks. 99% is the stuff that nobody wants.
Alright, and that's it. We're at 3 minutes 30 seconds. That's all the time she had. So it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds for the title of the video. What did we get out of that? I don't know. So we only got one thing. It's her fault. Well, two things. She chooses the handsome men. If I'm a dime and I look like a model, I'm not taking you seriously. You can't cuff me.
What you think's a good woman is, and what you describe a mate.
No, man. You think that's the mate. For him, that's a wife. That's a girlfriend.
What is the most petty reason you've left a man in a relationship, or woman, if you swing away? If you do, why?
I've left a man in another country.
Okay, what? Was he not a visa? What happened there?
He was cheating on me, and I was just in another country with him, and in the middle of the night, I flew home. As you should, queen!
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and took his ID and shit too, right? I'm not that crazy. Okay, alright. You know, I haven't had a legitimate crush on in a minute.
So he just had a good time at the rest of the trip. I flew here with my girlfriend and my girlfriend leaves. I'm just have a good time the rest of my trip. Nobody nagging me. Wow, that guy had a good time. I want to see his story. Here's this. It's all gray and gloomy the first half because he's with his girlfriend, and then after it's just sunshine and he's doing amazing things.
So let's do that today. I love when scrolling through my comments and I see those ones, you know, well, you say that Taylor Swift sucks and Addison Rae offers nothing, but what do you offer? What do you do? Your dad and your mom. I don't discriminate.
Such high IQ. Such high IQ. Why would you want to be in a relationship with a woman like this? Why would you even want to talk to a woman like this? You just show me that you're a big simp. Stop being simps.
If a guy tells me that a girl is gorgeous, someone I've never seen, maybe a girl I've never dating, 9 out of 10 times that girl's going to be very, very good looking. If a girl, however, on the other hand, tells me that another girl is gorgeous, one of her friends that I've met before, that comes with a 4 out of 10 hit rate. The accuracy sticker on that is, that's going to be a walking 4 digits.
I don't know what guy needs to hear this, but whoever told you, you're not...
If a woman says her friend is gorgeous, her friend has a gorgeous personality. It's not gorgeous. And it's not gorgeous.
If you're dating a woman, maybe even men, I don't know, but whoever told you that is big, fat, fucking liar, and they're snaking grass and you need to get them out of your life immediately.
It's clear that is true. Why? Because she wouldn't be so angry about it if it's not true. Being nonchalant and not caring makes women go crazy, makes them care even more, makes them wonder why you don't care. Why are you so nonchalant, as she says? Ma'am, if that's not the way to be, why are you so angry? Why did you make a video about it? See, guys, no logic.
Pettiest reason I left the relationship, I could not stop thinking about how short our kids were going to be because he was like 5'9" and a half. No, I mean, yeah, that's too short. Like, I need a guy who's really
Five 5'9", that's like basically 6 foot.
I'm really short.
I bet she's also counting the hair, the hair on top of her head. He has to be taller than that.
Short kid. It don't matter. If you love the guy, like, it shouldn't matter. No, it does matter. You're screwed.
She don't want short kids. She don't want short kids.
I can't have short kids. You gotta
She gotta date a guy like me. That's all.
protect the genes, okay?
Being invisible as we get older. Let me tell you a short story of how I first experienced this.
No one cares.
Anyways, I'm sorry, but usually-
No one cares that we skipped her. I was so ready for the story too. I was ready to bunker it and listen to this story. Skipped. No one cares. Skipped.
we don't really have to look at those jobs. In fact, there was a strike in, I think it was Sweden, and it was like a mass strike of all the women. And guess what? The economy didn't miss a beat. The companies didn't miss a beat. The only thing worth of note was that the HR department received basically no complaints. So we're replaceable in the workforce. We don't matter in the workforce. We do BS jobs. It doesn't matter.
One of the things that actually petrifies you.
All right, so all the women in Switzerland or some place that starts with an S, I think she said, quit, and the world kept pushing, and it was actually better. There was no HR complaints. What does that say?
It's like to know someone because I.
Who runs the world? Men. Who runs the world? Men. In my best Beyonce voice. And my best Beyonce impersonation.
I feel when I meet someone, they put a nice face forward.
Guys, let me put my camera over here, just like this, so you can see my boobs and my crotch. And then let me put a sad song in the background, and let me tell you something very emotional, because it makes it 10 times more believable.
With a face full of makeup. Don't forget that part. A face full of fake up.
Doesn't it? So stupid. So stupid. We're just going to skip this video.
I'm in the war on the side of the top man of the girl. She's right. Right, y'all are ugly. Don't put effort in your appearances. You don't have body.
She like a dude.
You said you expect women to want you. And you're going to screenshot pictures of me and her while she's talking in an effort to make her feel ugly. When in reality, you would cry of happiness if me or her or any of the women in her comments
I'm already crying, man. For laughter.
that can touch you. It's time for cold.
You are so fine being single, but don't get this toxic view on relationships of like, as soon as you start seeing someone and there's like a little issue that could be resolved, you're like, no, out because I don't want this, my life was better off single, this is adding on stress. It's true, you don't need a relationship. A relationship is a luxury, not a necessity. But don't go into everything with this negative view of like relationships.
These are the views of most feminists. If he's not perfect, and he's not adding value to my perfect life, he's not worth it. All men are toxic, all men are shit, of course.
I do it all the time. I do it all the time. As soon as there's like a little bump in the road, I'm like, no, I'm done, better off single. But like at the end of the day, I like going to the cinema with someone. I like going grocery shopping. I like going.
The set.
Well, you can't go grocery shopping and to the cinema with people if you just dropping ninjas left and right. Oh, one of your shoes is untied. Oh, I got the ick. We gotta break up. Did you eat with your elbows on the table? At McDonald's? We have to. I don't know you anymore. I'm blocking your number. Did you pick me up in a car and your car is dirty? You didn't pay to get it cleaned and waxed and detailed before picking me up? It's over. Your shoes aren't worth $1,000. You're not wearing $1,000 red bottom shoes. Break up.
The bad parties, they don't realize this only after they hit the wall, only after they're 30, 35.
The wall.
They get tired of Chad playing with them. Only then they want to give the nice guy a chance.
into the supermarket, getting my food shop with someone.
Okay, so I have this man who pays all my bills, right? It's been like, I don't know, like
Don't call him
Sugar
man.
daddy.
He's a simp, man. He's a simp. Call him a simp.
a year or two of this, and he sends me money like twice a month. All right, covers all my bills.
Now she's pretty. If I'm sending her money, I want to take her down. Like she's pretty, but I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sending her money if she ain't giving it up nothing.
Rent, everything. I actually don't know what to do because I don't want to lose him, right? But also, he's been driving me up the wall lately with the things that he's been asking me. For example, a couple days ago, he's like, "We're all in the meeting. Are you joining?" And I'm like, I was chatting. I'm like, "No, I don't really want to join a meeting. You go and enjoy your meeting, I guess." Like literally today, like first thing in the morning at 9 a.m. He starts. He's like,
Because he actually thinks you're his girlfriend. He doesn't realize that you don't care about him. You just care about his money. You couldn't give two shits about him. That's the problem. Just because you're a simp and you didn't.
I know you just need to let him go. Just part ways and let him keep his money and do better things with it instead of dumping it into you.
Money to a woman, it won't make her like you more. She will pretend to like you more, but she doesn't, my guy. Stop being a simp.
like, I'm online today. Like, what are you asking me right now? And then he's like, "Can you respond to these emails? Can you get the PowerPoint back to the clients?" I'm like, "Why are you like actually texting me those annoying stuff in the world?"
So it's probably her boss. The way she's talking is probably her boss is asking her to do work, and she's just trying to frame it some other way. It's probably her boss.
Right now, I don't know. Like,
Because he expects that from a girlfriend. Unfortunately, you're not his girlfriend. You're just a sugar baby, spoiled woman. We're just going to skip this video because it's very stupid.
I just wanted to make a quick video about a post I made. It's been bombarded with men all over the internet. And just to clarify, it was not actually aimed at men as a majority, as I'm fully aware in my own knowledge that that's not all men are saying, and it does go for women as well. Like, we're all very aware that there are also women out there that are not healed. A lot of us, including myself, are still going through our healing journeys. But my videos are...
Okay, then why do you give advice to other women about dating or what they should do in dating or what they should do with men or how to act around men when you're still single, when you can't find a man? You shouldn't even talk about dating until you find a man that wants to marry you.
I would genuinely rather shop my balls on an electric fence than go on another date where I feel like I'm getting interviewed by a preschooler. Oh, what's your favorite color? Ma'am, I pay taxes. Okay, I know the price of chicken thighs at 4 different grocery store locations in the city. What's my favorite color? I don't know, whatever shade of red my bank account turns after I pay my bills. And then you'll get hit with this. So what do you like to do for fun? Survive, Jessica. I like to survive.
You take everything too personal, my guy. When I was talking to multiple women at once, I had already responses for them for the most basic questions, and I would just copy and paste them. I didn't even care, because they all asked the same questions. They all think they're so special, but at the end of the day, they all pretty much ask the same questions. So I would just write the answers.
Favorite number? I was about to say, a color. Favorite color, green. Favorite number, 3.
And I would just copy paste them.
Sometimes I like to go in my backyard and use the birds as my therapist. And then occasionally I'll black out.
What I do for fun, play video games, which gives women the ache.
Clean my house. And I can already get comments. Well, men are just as bad. Honestly, I don't care. I'm not dating the dudes. I'm sure they suck, but to me it sounds like we're in the same boat, so let's just get on the same page. So unless you're willing to come into this date and just trauma dump on me, and then discuss the joint credit score, and then talk about whether my recliner will be located in the living room or in the man cave, then to be real with you, I'm just gonna go and find that electric fence. But that's it for you.
When it comes to men and what they want from relationships, I don't think that it is actually about the person or about
My recliner's going wherever I put it. I'm not asking my wife where. Can I place my own chair in my own living room? No. So put it in the basement. But then I wouldn't mind if it's in the basement. I have my own little man cave to just get away from my wife. So if I do have to put it in the basement, I'm still a win, because I'm gonna go to the basement to avoid my wife.
your shared interests or your shared values. It's, will this person come to my life and fit around what I want at my time during my schedule, because I'm not going to put out any other thing except what I'm going to do, and she will come in and fit around it.
Okay, and isn't this the same thing with women? If she's not perfect and if he's not adding to my life, then I will just stay single. How many hundreds of videos have you seen?
This is some MP.
Of women saying, oh, I'm fine being single. If he's not adding value to my life, I would rather be single. So isn't this the same thing? I can just reverse the roles and say the exact same thing.
Why do you think there's a male loneliness epidemic?
It's just like different because of like social media. It's like harder now.
Do guys ask you out in public?
No, it's not like common anymore.
There's a male loneliness epidemic because there's a lot of men who's not winning. They're not on the level. They just above. I mean, they below average. The average dude isn't even, you know what I'm saying, crushing it. You gotta be above average, a millionaire, or at least 100,000 a year.
Anymore.
If a guy asked you out, what would your reaction be in public?
Probably surprised because like no one does that like anymore.
I honestly feel like a lot of our men now are raised pretty weak.
Like, I don't know, it feels weird to ask a woman out now. Not like, I could just go up to a woman and ask her, hey, let's go out, whatever you're into, coffee date, a dinner date, lunch date. We go, you want to do a fun date, adventure, you know what I'm saying? What's the little cars you ride around in, the little track, little race carts, kart racing, whatever. You know the little cars, Mario Kart cars, that track, or golf, mini golf, you know what I'm saying? Little adventurous dates, you go on a date. It's easy to go up to someone now, but like nowadays it feels like, I feel like I'm gonna get cussed out. Like, I'm okay with a woman just cussing me out, but like making a scene, like raising your voice so everybody outside hears you calling me some spicy words I can't say on Twitch. Like, this is an A and B conversation. Like, you could just let me down gently. No, I'm not interested. I have a boyfriend. That's cool. I'll keep it pushing. But everybody outside now looking at me, getting rejected. Hey, look at this guy. She's cussing him out. Loser. What a lame. Can't even get the digits. So that's what I feel like a woman nowadays, that's like the type of time we on nowadays. I'm gonna get cussed out. She's gonna like reach in her purse and like pepper spray me like the movies and the TV shows, like they do in the TV shows. She just pepper sprays you. She just goes from 0 to 100 and pepper sprays you. Or she calls the police and say you're like harassing her or something for just like being interested in a woman. I'm sorry, I was attracted to something and I made a move.
And not confident in themselves. I think that's why they're just like too scared to approach girls.
They're insecure. They're not confident enough to go for what they want.
I see that because I feel like young men are asking women out. Like, I feel like that's something. Do guys ask you out?
Well, yeah, but I feel like in the older days, I feel like more people, like, because of less technology, you go out of your way more to talk to people. Like, so, yeah, so I definitely think I'm getting a lot more. Guys are just too insecure to talk to the girls now.
I don't know. I think there's so many options nowadays, like with social media and there's comparison. So like they want it all. And
I mean, because you need talking to a girl comes with a lot of money. You gotta have a lot of money to spend on a date. First of all, we gotta go on a date and pay for both of us. So like I could go on a date, pay for myself all day, but both of us, I gotta spend $40 on both of us at the date, $80 for the, you know what I'm saying, the dinner. And then what are we doing after that? And go to the club or whatever. Everything is just expensive.
so it's like you're trying to make the decision to be lonely instead of having a partner.
So you think guys aren't like ready to commit because there's so many options?
Yeah.
But she actually thinks that guys have so many options. Why would you want, as a man, to even speak to a woman like this when you see she has so low IQ and she's such a feminist that everything you will discuss about, she will try to argue because she thinks she's right, because she thinks she's smarter than you? Why would you want to put up with a woman like this? Even for sex, it's not worth it.
Okay, what about you?
I think there's a loneliness because it's just not very like there's like a stigma about men sharing their feelings and being vulnerable with like other people. So I think it causes them to like be more like.
Don't share your feelings. Don't be vulnerable. Be vulnerable with your guy friends, so they could call you a pussy and punch you on your arm.
Probably.
Pussy.
It's normal when you go on a good date and the guy is really nice to assume that because he's nice, he's gay.
That would be this box right here. This is my relationship chart zones. I simplified this entire area here down to this, so now you have no excuse. You have to get it. What she's saying is when she goes on a date with a guy who has a lot of nice, it doesn't do anything for her. It feels gay. And when she goes on a date with a guy who has a lot of attractive, then it doesn't feel gay. So a lot of guys do these nice things instead of being these attractive things because society told us just be nice, just be yourself. But
Yeah, and they end up being simps and wonder why women don't want to go out with them, why women won't respect them, because I bought her flowers on the first date. And then she said, oh, let's just be friends. And
You just have to act like women, like you're better than women, that's all. Just, you know what I'm saying? You're better than women at all times. Like, no, you should be bowing before me. I'm above you.
don't understand why.
it doesn't work. Nobody owes you for that. The way that zones works is that these things make her feel attracted to you, and these things make her feel safe with you. So very, very safe, but no.
So practically you're the guy that she will settle for when she's 40 when she hit the wall. And you, because you're low IQ and you're a simp, you will be grateful just because she settled for you. But you don't know that she will never be happy, no matter how many houses you buy, no matter how many cars you buy, no matter whatever vacation you go on to, she will never be happy. And she will cheat on you, and then you will get divorced, and then you won't see your kids, and then you will comment on my channel and say, why? Because I did...
Most women, 85% of women. Now, there's like 5%, 10% of women out there that are nice and like nice guys. So, you know what I'm saying? You could find a woman out there who's a nice woman who just likes a nice man, and y'all just have a nice life.
Everything for her. That's why.
The basic idea is you gotta stop trying to be nice. They don't like nice. You have to be attractive and then be nice later if she likes you.
In 2004, there was this guy named Mitch who was going to university in Louisiana. There's this girl in his class named Kayla, and he just loves this girl. He wants to date her more than anything, and he's tried several times to woo her, but she's not been interested. She's kind of hard to get. And eventually, she does kind of acquiesce and say, okay, let's go on a date. And they hit it off, and they end up graduating. And after graduation, they get married. And by 2006, Mitch and Kayla had bought their dream home, and Mitch is at this dream home, sitting on the couch watching football. But at some point, he notices something odd about this lamp. For some reason, the lamp itself was blurry. And he's like, okay, I don't know what this is about, but he does the typical kind of dude reaction, like, whatever. And then at some point, the lamp is now turned upside down. So now Mitch is looking at this lamp, thinking, okay, huge problems here. There's something wrong. So that night, they put the kids to bed, and Kayla and Mitch, they go to bed too. But then after Kayla had fallen asleep, Mitch is wide awake, and there's something telling him to go down and look at that lamp. And so Mitch sneaks downstairs, and the light is not even on at this point, but even in the darkness, you can tell it's still blurry, it's still upside down. Now, in addition to being upside down and blurry, the lamp begins to grow inside the room. And so as it's growing, it's taking up more and more of his field of vision until this lamp is so big, he now is basically consumed by the lamp. And it's at this point that he begins to feel this blinding pain in his head. And he doesn't know where it's coming from, and then he hears a ringing in his ears, and then all he hears is just people screaming everywhere. It's total darkness, the lamp is gone, and then he opens his eyes, and he looks around, and he's surrounded by a sea of people. They're all looking at him, and he's on the ground. It's broad daylight, he's not at his house anymore. A police officer comes charging through the circle, and he grabs Mitch, and without saying anything, he lifts him up, a grown man, and just runs with him to his police car. And the whole time, Mitch is like, where's my wife and kids? What's going on? And the police officer was like, sir, you just hit your head, I'm bringing you to the hospital. And so ultimately, he discovers what's actually happened. Mitch was a senior in college, and he got tackled by a football player, and he hit his head on the ground, and he was unconscious for a fraction of a second. And in those seconds, his brain constructed an entire life with a wife, with kids, with a white picket fence, the house. None of it existed. He never had a wife. He never had his kids. They're not real. And so he had to grieve the loss of people who never existed, and it wrecked his life. Okay, let's get into logic. So 2 + 2 = 4, would you agree?
Yeah.
Is that always true?
What do you mean by always?
It past, present, and in the future. Is it universal truth?
Like there's like an entire like debate over like whether we've like found math or it's always existed. Like for example, if there was no one to see it, like in the cosmos.
Ma'am, there is no debate. Only between people exactly like you. We're just going to skip this video because from the start, I can see that she's the kind of person that
she was
says,
overthinking
"Is the sky blue?" And she starts rambling about how it's not actually blue. Because she saw some paper somewhere, a documentary about something. She doesn't remember quite well what it was about, but she knows it's not blue. Okay.
Have you ladies noticed anything about 40-year-old men? Okay, so like it's not a secret that I really love older men. I always have, ever since like I could remember. It's just a thing. Okay. As I've gotten older, I've come to realize maybe that mindset isn't conducive or fruitful. And I'm going to tell you why. So I date men like predominantly in the 40-year-old category, so like 40 plus typically. And I don't know whether it's because my brain, my frontal lobe has like developed fully, but I'm starting to realize men by the age of 40 just tend to like lose their youth, and it's not like the way they look, it's inside, it's deeper. It's almost like...
Okay, so she's trying to say that they're boring after 40. She doesn't get that excitement anymore. Of course, of course.
The light of their youth has vanished, or it's diminished, or it's diminishing. And it's really, really sad, because older men tend to go for younger girls, now that I've discovered.
So she's dating an older man, and she's mad that he acts like an older man instead of a youthful man. I'd skip this video. I'd skip it at that point.
Still that light, that youthful light that is inside of the young girl.
No, ma'am. We just like fertile, feminine, good-looking women. That's it, ma'am. We're not trying to steal their youth. We're not trying to do anything.
So that's what she said. men are trying to old men are trying to steal the youth from some Illuminati ritual. You know what I'm saying? Still youth. Some Illuminati youth ritual.
Breaks, guys. Because when I hear people saying stupid shit, it makes my brain melt. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.
Why do older men like younger? Because the woman my age ain't got no grip. They'd have been with 60 ninjas by now. So it's over for that. They ran through, they got bad habits. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping with 60 ninjas. You pick up a couple bad traits. You know what I'm saying? This ninja taught you this bad habit. That ninja taught you that bad habit. And you just came up with that bad habit on your own. You ain't got no more eggs left. You know what I'm saying? All your eggs is old, dusty, and you know what I'm saying, wrinkled up and cobwebs on them. This fresh 18-year-old over here got the fresh new baby making factory. These babies don't come out like they come out like, I think I'm going to be the chairman of Harvard. How's Yale this time of year? Their alma mater. I just finished my thesis on quantum theory and perpathium perception. I think I want that ninja. It was about to come up with a pantherium theory. I don't want the Daddy, change my diaper. I just brown in my diaper. Nah, okay. You can keep that. That's when the old ladies who gotta put an egg in them, they gotta get the egg surgeries or implants. I don't know what they doing. When they don't make no eggs, they gotta get a fake egg put in them to, you know what I'm saying, for the birth. That's where them babies coming from. So what really happens when women over 50 hit city streets? Next, 50 Cent has officially destroyed Diddy. I don't see any relationship advice with that. That sounds like two grown men. So that video is out. Whoosh. Broke women never thought this would happen. This ninja's holding a sign, broke AF. I am interested. 75%. I do want to watch that. I wanted to watch that one when I saw it. This is destroying women. I'll give that one a 75% chance of watching. Place your bets. If you're playing the drinking game or the smoking game, I think we went over the rules in the last episode. We went over the rules last week. Pick your video, and if you didn't pick the right one, take a shot, take a hit, take a bong rip, whatever. I don't know. Do your thing. This episode is brought to you by Milwaukee. Take two. This episode is brought to you by Milwaukee. And last chances to place your bets. 3, 2, 1. And if you would have picked This Is Destroying Women, however you want to play the game, you could take a hit if you won, or a shot for picking correctly, or take a shot if you lost.
Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. Again, it is today from Alexander Grace.
Women, you have forgotten how to be grateful. And right now, you are being tested. You say that you don't need men anymore. You celebrate your ignorance as though it is empowerment. What you don't realize is that we are watching you. We are watching to see if you pass the test. And right now, most of you are failing. Men are currently sorting women into 2 categories. Are you of decent quality, or are you a lost cause? At the end of this video, we're going to find out which one you are.
That's not what the categories are. It's can I say those words here? Sex only, or wifey. You know what I'm saying? Wifey, kids, marriage.
We're like men anymore. Speaking of like personal experience, like I've been dated in like 2 years. No man interests me. Every girl I talk to feels the same way. Like, if I find a girl and she's single, she's like, I don't want to date because like I don't really care. Because you see way more now like girls in their 20s, later 20s that like have never had a boyfriend. It's just me because that's how I feel.
You know, because you guys are in the streets being ran through instead of building long-term commitments.
Right here is why the dating market sucks. It's why single rates keep on rising and might soon outpace marriage as the new norm, because women believe that they are better off without men. According to this research, 55% of single women believe that they are happier than married women, but they are delusional. Once they have a man, now they're finally honest about how lonely and unhappy their single lives were, and the number drops to 22%. Let's be grown-ups for a moment. You get it?
Love being a man. It's dope AF. I be reaching tall things off of tall places. Open up the pickle jar. It's dope AF to be a man. I walk through dark alleyways with no fear. If I was carrying a purse, I wouldn't even clutch my purse. It would be loose. It's nice to be a man. I wish somebody would creep up on me. I'll put these paws on them. I'll put a paw on them.
Disney, forget Hollywood. It is not the power of long-lost soulmates that brings men and women together. It is mutual benefit. Every marriage is an alliance where a man and a woman agree to team up and work together because it enhances their survival and happiness prospects.
Yeah, along the way, women lost that. They all thought that marriage was the only benefit was for them and for their comforts, and men were slaves to them.
It's more effective to work as a unit towards common goals than as individuals. So how do you convince somebody to partner up with you, to join your team? You offer them something. You
I hear a bump in the middle of the night. I get up in my boxers or everything out. Or my birthday suit. Boxers or birthday suit. What's that bumping in the night?
If you're a man, you want a feminine companion, a sexual partner, a mother to grow a family with. And so in order to get that, he agrees to provide all of this. In days past, women saw this as a really good deal. But increasingly, modern women are uninterested in what men have to offer. They look at all of this and they say, no, that's not enough. I want more.
Women are not the problem. They have just woken up and realized they deserve better, and they don't actually need anything from these men.
I saw a group full of men and I crossed the street. I would never know what that feeling feels like.
Deserve better than what? We already gave you guys everything.
You need to accept a man in your life if the man can make their life better. And if you cannot do
Wow, a group full of ninjas, I bump one of their shoulders and let them know what time it is.
that, you will not be chosen.
Now wait, if you see me walking here,
This is the stupid thought process of women, right? 50-50 makes your life better. Why does it not? He literally eliminated half your bills. It takes care of half all the things.
sometimes I want to cause some problems, man. I see you got some new shoes on. Step on his new $300 Jordans. I gotta fight 6 YNs. This day just got exciting.
They go do things with someone else. It takes
Knocking them out. Bow, bow. Just YNs flying. Ragdoll.
care of half. How does that make your life not better?
What level up and become a woman of this day and age? What will get to have a woman of this day and age?
The dating market is collapsing, and women are blaming men, framing it as though it is men's failure. This attitude from women, like, we don't need men, let's translate it into real terms, because what they're actually saying is, I don't need any of this. How could that be, that women no longer believe that any of this stuff is necessary? What I'm going to demonstrate in this video is that this is actually the perfect way to test a woman's quality.
They don't need a man's leadership. They don't need a man's protection. That's what they think they don't need anymore. Their discipline. They think they can't listen to our you know what I'm saying, no more.
To find out how she feels about each one of these things that men traditionally provide.
I think it's a good thing and a bad thing. Society's dying, but all the horrible women are dying along with it.
Whether or not she understands that these are essentials for life. That way, you know whether or not she's worth investing time in.
The part is that women are no longer dating men.
Women don't listen to a man's authority nowadays, if that's the right word. Subbing, you could sub in any other word. That's not the right word, but you know.
For financial reasons. Right? You don't need a partner, we're not like trying to secure property.
You say that, but you guys are literally just dating those men for looks and financial reason only.
Thing like that, so we don't really need a man. But now there's a male loneliness epidemic. Like
Right, let's talk about resources. Lots of modern women have discovered through their own employment or just through government welfare that they don't actually need a man's resources to technically survive. And so some women have come to the conclusion, I don't need men. Well, these women have failed the test just on the grounds of intelligence. Are they unable to figure out that even if she wants to work and make her own money, 2 incomes is obviously going to be better than 1? Combining incomes is going to substantially increase your quality of life.
That's how my whole family has ever done everything, right? All of my aunts and uncles all work together in family businesses to build together, not one just stayed home and did nothing. That is the thing about my family. There is no stay-at-home mothers at my family. Everybody works, everybody puts in time. Everybody, like, yes, maybe they stay home maybe a year or so after the birth, and after that they go out, work at the donut shop for a few hours, come home, take care of the kids. Because we have grandparents and our parents helping take care of the grandkids. So it just works out very well.
You can split the cost of essentials and utilities.
Asians run like a well-oiled machine.
You have more luxury travel. There's financial cushioning in emergencies. Not to mention better savings, compound interest, freedom to retire way earlier than single women. A smart woman sees value in a man's resources, and I would avoid any woman who has not realized how expensive her pride is.
men are luxury items to women at this point. Women don't have to get married to a man to live any kind of fulfilled life they want. Women can meet their own basic needs.
Now, where these women fail the test is not understanding that being independent.
My little bro just got married. Shout out to little bro. Married him an Asian. I wonder where he got it from.
Status move that they think it is. In days past, it was universally understood that
I wonder what older brother gave him that Asian itch.
a quality husband increased your social status, as it should. But feminism is running this weird experiment where they are trying to convince women that partnering with a man is a sign.
Place your bets on if you think it's me.
Committing defeat or something. Make sure you choose a woman who does not view you as her competition. Choose a woman who is proud to stand by your side, who wants to see you succeed, who knows that partnering with you does not diminish her, it elevates her.
Do not let feminism, social media, tell you or make you think that we don't need you. Trust me, women are craving masculinity. They're craving men. We need you. Women are all lying to themselves.
Yeah.
Trust me.
But we also don't care now, and we're just gonna keep listening.
We need you.
Of course, women need men need women. This used to be common sense. Most women don't want to be leaders. That's not where their feminine strength lies. Leadership is stressful. It requires decisive action. It requires intense problem-solving skills, and
And it requires a lot of accountability.
it comes with unforgiving accountability. Of course, it is natural for women to want men.
Accountability, the word of the year. Word of the year, chat. Accountable. You spilled that glass of milk. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I did this. I spilled this glass of milk. I'm going to clean it up. Accountability. Don't try to hide it. Don't blame it on the dog, not the cat. You did it. You know what I'm saying? Don't, what do you, if you can't fight, you be scared. Like, I ain't scared of nothing because I know I can fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did it. Pause. If I have to defend myself in fisticuffs. I spilled the milk. You know what I'm saying? It was the worst. Hey, you spilled milk in my house. Here, I'm gonna put these mittens on you, and I'm gonna put my paws on him. I got paws. He had mittens.
Low-quality women have such a childish concept of leadership, as though being in charge just means that you get to boss people around. But a quality woman understands that masculine leadership is not a power grab. No, he steps up to that role for her benefit, taking on that masculine burden so that she can rest in her femininity. It's a gift. He does it so that she can feel safe.
I don't need men to protect me.
Actually, you do need men to protect you.
Really, from who? Other men? How many times I've protected myself?
You need them to protect
I don't need you guys to protect me. Here's the thing. I need tools. I don't need men. I need tools, and men hoard all the tools and resources, so I have to ask.
I mean, okay, not from other men, but there are wild beasts out there. That bear they talk about will maul you, ravish you. Just a lot of red everywhere when they go to the crime scene. Just a very red and body part, chewed up bones, and clothing, ripped clothing. Nobody wants to see that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't drink his coffee to see your mangled body that morning. So, I forgot what I was going with that. I blinked.
Ask you guys for those tools.
You men, you're such bastards. Why are you hoarding all the tools? Why are you constantly blocking women entering the hardware store?
Oh yeah, so not men, but other women. Women fight all the time. You've had two drunk women at a bar. It could be a bar fight. Two men come and separate the women. Make sure all parties go home safely. Or you know what I'm saying? The structure you're in, you'd be outside, getting attacked by wolves.
Well, it is always fascinating to me to hear women who genuinely believe this. Modern women walk through well-lit streets that have CCTV, using smartphones and public transport, and living under laws that protect their rights, and somehow missing the irony that the reason that they feel safe enough to say something like, I don't need a man to protect me, is because they live in a world created by men. All of your safety was built by men. If there was a fire, or a hurricane, or a break-in, or war was to break out, do you think it's primarily going to be women on the front lines protecting you from the enemy, from criminals, from natural disasters? It is such a...
If anything, they're gonna go towards the enemy and go against you.
I just would love women on the front lines protecting. I would. Oh, we're all dead. There's who? What we got? Who on the front line? Oh, we did. I just saved some time.
So much nowadays.
Cushioned existence that they live, all made possible by male effort, labor, and sacrifice. And what is their response? It's just like, oh, cool. Now I feel safe. I never even needed men. It's like floating on a life raft that a man built, and then looking at the man saying, I never needed you. It's delusional. Men protect women. That's a fact. As a man, make sure that you choose a woman who understands and appreciates that.
I need a husband. Here's the thing. I am a strong, independent woman, all right? But I'm also very small, very weak, and have the stamina of a 90-year-old woman. I need a husband for practical purposes. I need a husband to help me move furniture and build a garden bed and, use a saw. I understand how to use a saw, but they scare me. I don't need a sugar daddy. I need a sugar mechanic. I need someone to reach the things that are high up.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah, accept that.
Happy, healthy relationships, reciprocal. Men are happy to help. They're happy to do those things, so long as he's getting something of equal value in return. This is actually how most couples split the labor. Women handle the safe, easier tasks like cleaning and laundry, while the more physically intense tasks that involve lifting heavy objects or using dangerous power tools, they fall to the man. You need to avoid women who martyr themselves over domestic duties. You need to find a woman who appreciates your teamwork and the unique contribution that you...
You know how I always say, we show you the women to avoid? This is the exact video right here. Right here. This shows us everything. This is how we avoid the women that are going to ruin our lives.
Make as a man, and not just in the physical realm.
We just want to come home and go to sleep on your chest. We just need to wake up next to you knowing that you're there.
No.
We just need to
I wake up way earlier. You're not going to see me
be
there.
able to call you around a weird day, bad day. You're the only one we want to call.
Sleep?
I'm going to
What
call
is
you
sleep?
I'm going to call.
Who
Let me ask my man
sleeps?
sex. Let me ask my man.
I feel like this one might be the most controversial, but women need men for emotional containment. Way too often, modern women believe that they are perfect, that all of their emotions are amazing, and the best thing for them to do is to just express them fully. Just let go and surrender to the chaos within. Do not date a woman who thinks that way. A smart woman is scared of her chaos. She has a rational fear. She's self-aware enough to know that her own emotions can quickly overwhelm her and make her act irrationally and do things that she would not ordinarily do. If she's high quality, then she values a man's capacity to contain her emotions, to ground her, to stay calm and logical and help her weather her internal storm.
I don't need a hug. I don't need a girl trip. I need to be folded like laundry by a man with a little bit of gray in his ear.
Not gonna lie, as a man who's recently found a few bits of grey in my stubble,
It's a sad thing. I got grades in my stubble too.
Didn't mind hearing that. But the sexual polarity that
Got a
she's
marker?
speaking about is absolutely essential. Women need that. Their female friends can't create it. It's because men are different. Men have masculinity. They come from a different approach that creates that polarity. It's what makes sexual connection so
They
exciting.
got a spray for that.
And I understand that there are a lot of women out there who think that one-night stands are going to fulfill them. But there's no way that you can experience the trust and
Like, even as a man, one night stands don't fulfill us either. It's just, you know, a moment of pleasure. That's all it is.
passionate vulnerability that's necessary.
I'm not into one night stands because I want to cuddle. Like, I want to cuddle and shit. I want to talk about our feelings. I want to feel feelings.
For quality lovemaking with a stranger. Intimacy with a man who knows you.
I want to feel feelings and cuddle and crack jokes and watch some movies and stuff. Want to be around each other. These women just, oh yeah, that was good, bro. All right, I'll get up with you next time. All right, cuz, I'll see blood. All right, yeah, all right. Dap you up and shit, aggressive. No, where you going? Hold me, touch me, caress my body, whisper in my ear, blow in my ear.
It's you who knows your body, who made a commitment to you, and who you have seen and felt the benefit of his masculinity over a long period of time. That kind of intimacy is always going to be superior. I've covered the research on this channel before. Friends with benefit arrangements for women are not sexually satisfying. They don't like it. For sex to be good, there needs to be trust and a very strong polarity. And any woman who does not know that, who does not realize that she needs a man for that, the only thing I can imagine explains that is she just hasn't had good loving before. A woman who has been pleasured awfully, like
I'm sure there's a decent amount of women in there that haven't had good loving.
and a masculine man, she knows that she needs a man. You know, there's no doubt in her mind. Once she's had that experience, it's like something clicks. Okay, this is now an essential. Not to mention, of course, that sex serves a very important biological function.
Everyone said that you don't need kids, all of us are too happy. You just need this.
How can you possibly compare being alone on a beach with a fake smile being content for social media as the equivalent of children, of being a mother? Let me tell you what happened after she finished filming this video. In all likelihood, she walked back up to her towel, sat down, and panicked about how alone she is. That existential dread that she's feeling is probably the reason she created a video like this in the first place, because she needed to post something to social media to get validation from a bunch of other women to reassure her, no, you're a queen, you're amazing, totally. But there's never going to be enough likes that she can get on a post that's going to ease her existential angst. If a woman wants her life to have depth and meaning and alignment with her own biology, she will want to have children, and she will want the father to be present. I've covered this many times before, but children raised by single mothers.
I mean, your genes and your bloodline dies with you. That's it. That's where you want. That's where you want your family to stop. All your ancestors came all that time just to stop with you. Stop at that generation.
Are a disaster. Research and statistics are so damning. They're so much worse than you even would have guessed they would be.
And then women are not willing to acknowledge this data whatsoever.
Children absolutely need fathers. And knowing that, you want to be selecting for the competence and the femininity and the clarity of purpose of women who know that they want children and they want an involved father.
Splitting the rent to live with a man is so crazy to me because why would you do that when you could split rent and live with your best friend?
Single women are so embarrassingly confident in their own ignorance. What she doesn't realize is that for most married women, their husband is their best friend. That's how it's meant to work.
Marriage is the best fucking decision I've ever made. We're laying in bed. Teehing, showing.
Look at that.
Will you shut up for 2 seconds? Anyway, as I was saying, being married rules. We're sitting in bed, watching the NBA playoffs, showing each other TikToks on our phone, teehing together, cooking maybe a cocktail. Hell yeah, brother.
What? You like him? Do you enjoy his company? What a shock. Any woman who thinks that living with a man is a chore or meant to be a miserable experience, they have completely missed the point. Don't date women like that because they're no fun. The right man brings relaxation, fun, and humor. He makes her laugh. He knows his wife. He knows how to tease her. He knows how to be playful. If you're dating a woman who's constantly criticizing you for being immature, insulting you, saying things like, oh, you just don't know how to take things seriously, then she doesn't understand humor. Like, there's
I'm the opposite. I'm more like, you take things too seriously.
a missing part of her brain. I would think very seriously.
Like a serious ninja.
It's
too serious.
For your humor. She's grateful for your capacity to bring lightness and emotional release and remind her to not take life so seriously. So after seeing all the things that men do for women, let's quickly remind ourselves what the current attitude from modern women is.
Do we need men? What?
Do we need men?
No.
Do we need men?
No. We don't need short men.
Do you need men?
No.
Do you need men? It's always the shortest Asian girls that just talk about how short men are.
Do you need men? No.
Do we need men?
Do women need men? No, they can earn their own.
Yes, we need men, cause who's gonna go up on them power lines? 80,000 volts. Oh, okay. I gotta go up there and touch 80,000 volts. I need men. Get a man up there. I ain't man enough. Hold on, let me check my pants. Wait till I grow some hair on my peaches. I'm not a man. Yeah, you wanna go up there? 80,000 volts.
Money. They give money from the government. They will
This is one slip.
Is for women, will having a good man in their life bring out the best in them? Will it give them safety, companionship, excitement, polarity, a teammate, happiness? Well, in that case, the answer is obviously yes. A woman can only know her own femininity through contrast with masculinity. Women don't discover who they are living alone. They create their identity in relationship. And a quality woman understands that there's so much more for her to discover about herself and life through a relationship with a man. So this is the test for a single woman. Do you know how small the spectrum is that you're experiencing life? And does that bother you? Are you content in that? Are you capable of appreciating how important this is to you on a selfish level? For your own self-interest, how important it is for you to have a man in your life? Because if you are, then that's the bare minimum. You pass the test. You are a rational human being. But if you are one of these delusional women who believes that by yourself you are already complete and perfect, that you have nothing that you can gain from a man, none of this is important to you, then please do yourself a favor. Stop telling everybody that you don't need a man. You are wasting your breath. No man needs to hear that because it's irrelevant. No man is going to want to be with a woman like you. Why on earth would he give you all of this when you are so limited you can't even appreciate how important all of this is? Now here's a little test for you men, because I bet that some of you guys have been paying very close attention. You'll notice that I skipped one of these categories. One of the things that men offer women is discipline and accountability. This one is the most controversial. I view it as 100% essential. Women absolutely need this from a man, but very few women are actually aware of that fact, and they would be triggered at the mere suggestion. But what do you say? Regardless of how upset it's going to make you, it's true. And I'm going to spend the rest of the video explaining why.
Alex is right. Most men are just sitting back now and watching and observing how horrible women are and how dumb they are and thinking they don't need us, right? So we're just sifting through women. We're just kind of passively going through women by just watching videos, seeing women interact in real life, and just waiting until we find a woman that probably understands these things. Please let subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate it.
I forgot the video, so I forgot the recaps. No recaps. Thursday, the notes. It's the Philly Phil Twitch show. Philly Phil Twitch show. It's the Philly Phil Twitch show. I'm Philly Phil. This is the Twitch show.